here in Breckenridge.
Shape up by targeting our biggest problem areas.
Lake Shaper Plus is the ultimate solution to a woman's #1 problem area: the legs, hips, thighs, and buttocks. And it's the first machine to simulate the lunge, so you can shape up and become leaner while you sculpt from the waist down. Call now for your free video and brochure. When you order, you'll receive Linda Evans' personal program for success, a $49.95 value, free. We promise you'll see results in 30 days or your money back. Call now for your free video and brochure.
The new program schedule on the Weather Channel makes it easy to get exactly the information you need. WeatherScope on the hour and half hour. Your local forecast on the 8s of every hour. Travel-wise at 10 and 40 past. The weekly planner at 20 past. The weekend outlook at 15 and 45 past. And a storm update at 50 past. It's easy to use. The new program schedule on the Weather Channel. In the next half hour, WeatherScope gives you a comprehensive national forecast. At 10 after, TravelWise focuses on today's trouble spots. Next, your weekend outlook and the 5-day planner. Right now, your local forecast. This is WeatherScope.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Welcome to this edition of WeatherScope. I'm Lisa Moser, along with Vivian Brown. Good morning,
Good morning.
Vivian.
Good morning, Lisa.
Bruce Edwards is at home taking some time off, so I'm filling in for him this morning. You know, he always does the birthday thing. And so I looked up a couple, and we have W.C. Fields, who's from Philadelphia, and it was cold in Philly last night.
Oh, yeah.
Temperatures dip below freezing. Anyway, it's his birthday, and also this marks the end of the Civil War back in April 9th, 1865.
Okay, and speaking of Philadelphia, you know, we've seen a little bit of a thunder snow in the area so far this morning, so kind of unstable in southeastern Pennsylvania, and we'll give you all the details on the forecast. Lisa has the forecast coming up in just a moment. Let's check on the cold air. It has been extremely cold. We have a slew of record lows this morning. Dickinson, North Dakota, 3 degrees. Dropping the mercury. Bismarck, North Dakota with 6 degrees. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, record low this morning of 12. And yeah, we have 2 pages this morning. Dayton, Ohio tied the record at 20, and Cincinnati with a record low high this morning of 21 degrees. So it is cold indeed. Another day that I'm sure the winter wardrobe will come in handy. We wake up to 19 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 23 Chicago. So below freezing temperatures across much of the northern plains, the Midwest, and the upper Mississippi Valley. We're forecasting a high of about 36 today in Chicago and about 35 in Minneapolis, St. Paul. And by the way, with high pressure building in, sunshine will be quite extensive in the area, but don't let the sunshine fool you because temperatures will remain fairly chilly across this region. The normal high should be well into the 50s, so will be much below average for this time of year. Over the Northeast, we have sub-freezing temperatures as well. Boston, it's 31, 24 in the Capital District in Albany. Rochester checking in with 18 degrees, 25 in Erie, and 22 right now in Pittsburgh. Across the South, we have 40s and 50s as we start off this early Wednesday morning. 58 in Jacksonville, 73 currently in Miami. I have a frontal boundary kind of stalled right in here. Behind it, we have a slightly cooler air and still fairly warm with an afternoon high today, Miami, of about 81 degrees. But with the front stalled in the vicinity, there's a chance for some scattered showers. So if you're down across southern Florida on spring break this week, unfortunately, there's a chance for some showers. Atlanta, 53, and we're forecasting a high today of about 70 degrees with partly sunny conditions in Augusta, Georgia, where the Masters will be taking place today. I think Bruce is heading down to Augusta, and it should be pretty nice, the overall weather pattern. 48 in Little Rock currently, 35 in Oklahoma City. And throughout the Intermountain West, notice this, we have that cold air kind of banked up against the Rockies. Lander, it's 29, 26 in Denver, the mile-high city. Snow will be developing as we go through the day. We'll talk more about that in a moment. 35 in Boise, Idaho. But you do notice on the other side of kind of like a frontal boundary that we have right in here, we've warmed it up a little bit. Seattle, it's 45, 41 in Portland, and partly sunny conditions expected for both areas today with temperatures in the mid-50s. It is 54 right now in LA. So the overall temperature pattern shows the core of the coldest air here over the Intermountain West, the northern plains, the upper Mississippi Valley, and some of that cooler air has pushed into western New York and western Pennsylvania. Here is a little frontal boundary that swung through yesterday, and actually we could extend this front even farther south and kind of connect it with this one because the core of the coldest air is banked up right in here. It's slightly cooler in here, but then much, much warmer across extreme southern Florida and ahead of this front. And we've had a few scattered showers, and thunder showers will develop over the central Gulf Coast as we go through the day today. Here is the front that has pushed through much of the Northeast, and again, we had a little bit of snow with thunder earlier in southeastern Pennsylvania. Right now we see showers moving off of the Long Island Sound and the snow kind of piling up. We do not anticipate any heavy accumulations here, just the northwest winds kind of picking up moisture from the eastern Great Lakes and just some widespread light snow this morning. Now a lot of this is virga, which is precipitation that's falling but not touching the ground just yet. The air is very dry near the surface here, but along that front and in the Gulf now is where we will find the scattered showers and thunder showers as we go through the day today. Now throughout the Intermountain region, quite a bit of snow will develop. The Wasatch Front of Utah, as much as a foot of snow, and it'll be widespread as it pulls out into the plains later tonight. And with more details on your forecast, it's back to you, Lisa.
I tell you, for a lot of folks, even though Bruce is headed down for the Masters, a lot of us should just kind of go to the mall and hopefully they'll have a sale because this is what I call really good mall weather. All those record cold temperatures, we can thank this very large area of high pressure originated over Canada, and so it is Canadian type Arctic air and it's pulling in. Even though the calendar says April, a lot of us are feeling temperatures freezing cold this morning, and it's going to be a pretty chilly day because you can see the frontal boundary really outlining where that warmer air will be lingering well to the south. Here's our system that we'll be watching. It's a big area area of precipitation, and this maker will become more organized as we head into the latter part of the week. It's going to mean some big rain showers for the Gulf Coast states and some snow towards the Central Plains. But for today in Boston, it will be a breezy day. You will see partly sunny skies, and we are looking at most of that snow just kind of being light, mostly a lake effect, but do look for some very blustery winds and some light accumulation towards the extreme northwest New England area. Maybe 1, maybe 2 inches likely to accumulate for today. The high temperatures, oh, they'll creep up past that 32-degree mark as the sun does come out. That'll help warm things up. A little chilly in Atlanta, but we'll see part.
We were expecting this, but we weren't expecting as much of the snow and the rain that we got overnight. We were hoping that the system would fall apart before it got to the Delaware Valley, but it didn't. So if you look outside, you may see some snow, a little rain. We really didn't get all that much, but this could cause some problems this morning as far as icy patches. Action radar is showing the storm system. Most of it did fall apart over the mountains, but you can see how we got some rain, a little light snow around the Delaware Valley. Officially in Philadelphia, a trace of precipitation reported. Satellite 6 showing still some lingering clouds behind this, but we'll see clearing conditions throughout the day, and you can see some dry air beginning to make its way into the Delaware Valley. The bad news is, though, that behind this front, we have some very cold temperatures already in Dayton. Dropped down to 20 degrees this morning, setting a record low. We're going to be in this cold air mass for the next couple of days. A freeze warning in effect for tonight, and then this storm system right now is beginning to work up, and it looks as if it's going to be a very wet weekend for us, and possibility of even some rain arriving by Friday. The good news is we won't be seeing any severe weather, not what they were getting in Japan yesterday. Rare tornado video captured by an amateur photographer. Look at this. You can actually see the funnel cloud forming there, gaining its intensity. Fortunately, no injuries or any major damage reported from this storm, although they did get some marble-sized hail from that tornado. The call from AccuWeather for us, well, we may have some frozen buds tomorrow morning. A freeze warning is in effect for overnight, where we could be dropping down into the 20s. Yesterday's high, 59. Today, only 46 for our high. Wilmington right now, 32. Reading, 32 as well. The Poconos, 25. Trenton, 31. And Cape May, 39 degrees, but wind chills are dropping into the single digits. Live in skies 6, we're looking for the sunrise, not rising until after 6:30 now, but beautiful shot. You can see skies are beginning to clear. Right now in Philadelphia, 33 degrees, humidity 69%. It'll be dropping throughout the day. Barometer 30.09, rising behind that cold front. Winds, though, are picking up out of the northwest, pulling down that Canadian air at 12 miles an hour. So the wind chill right now in Philadelphia, 18 degrees. In Center City right now, 35. The Northeast, 33. Also 33 at the airport and City Avenue, and 34 in Camden. The exclusive AccuWeather 5-day forecast, not really feeling like springtime at all today. Brisk and chilly throughout the day. 46 for our high, maybe a lingering sprinkle in New Jersey this morning. Then clearing tonight, but overnight lows dropping into the 20s. 22 is our record for Philadelphia, so we're going to be flirting with setting a new record. Tomorrow, despite the sunshine, we'll only warm up to 48. Then on Friday, finally, 52 for our high with increasing clouds, a chance of some rain late Friday and Saturday and Sunday. A lot of clouds and a good possibility for some rain and drizzle. Our afternoon high, 52 degrees. So lots of sunshine by the afternoon today, but it's definitely going to be on the cold side.
I resent having to take my coat out again.
Well, you know, we warned you about this.
That's right. I had to find my gloves, though, so these sweat socks on those.